Welcome to OnCore Live. I'm your host, Robin Bell, and we've got some great interviews coming up for you today. Now, for those of you joining us for the first time, you might be wondering, what is OnCore Live all about? OnCore Live brings industry leaders and Avery Dennison experts together in an engaging, live format to serve your customers with insights and services that will help you grow your business. Have you ever wondered how you can leverage Avery Dennison performance tapes technical expertise? Well, today we got with us Dave Shuey, Avery Dennison application and technical manager. He's going to tell us how his team of technical application experts can help you and how you can access the Paynesville Innovation Center. Hey, Dave, welcome to OnCore Live. Glad that you could spend some time with us today.
Thanks for having me, Robin, and being able to represent my team here today.
Yeah, good to see you. So, Dave, what exactly is the Avery Dennison Application Technical Service, or ATS?
So ATS is basically our boots on the street. So it is a group of engineers that work with our sales team and our customers to find existing solutions, new solutions, or even next generation solutions. We basically fill a lot of different shoes in the organization, but at the end of the day, we're truly what the overused term of a solutions provider, and that's what ATS truly means.
So you like to you and your group like to say that you're not looking at your customer as just a number. You and the team want to learn their story to better tailor their need. So can you expand a little further for our audience and describe the function of ATS?
Sure, absolutely. So, I mean, look, everybody's got tapes. Everybody's got products they want to sell. A lot of times our customers already have products that they're using. The role of my team is really to get out there and understand what the application is, and are you actually using the right product, or are you using a product that you had off the shelf, and maybe we can do something that'll do more for you or your customer, add more value, increase line speeds, better quality. So really, that's why our team is going to ask a lot of the questions. They're going to try to understand how you're using it. So instead of asking, what do you need? We ask, what do you need the tape to do? Not what construction do you need or anything else. That's all part of the story. We bring all those parts together to give you a full solution.
Well, that's great. And wasn't sure if that was you or me. How many members of the ATS team are there? And Dave, what's your role?
So the members of the ATS team, I mean, they're part of a larger group. They're the tip of the spear. There's a handful of us with me at the helm. The ATS group, and under my leadership, as well as those around me, it's very much a collaborative effort. But my role on that team typically tends to be, I've been with the company and in this capacity for a number of years, 20 years with Avery Dennison Performance Tapes. But not only am I a tapes historian, but I've been out on the coating lines, out on the finishing lines, out in front of the customers. I'm able to actually take all the individual pieces of that story and help bring it together. So that's my role. And then the people on my team, the engineers, they're basically getting all the details and then executing to the plan. Whether that means existing products, testing for usefulness, trying to look at the pros and cons of the materials, or even developing new products.
I like your tapes historian. That's awesome. Another question for you. These days everybody's got customer support teams. What makes ATS unique?
So what makes us unique is a number of different things. I mean, at the end of the day, everybody typically will have similar equipment. Anybody can do a peel adhesion test. The question is, what do you do with the values that are generated from those results? And that's what separates this team apart, the Avery Dennison Performance Tapes ATS team apart, is they're able to take each of those disparate pieces of information, and they're able to figure out, how that contributes to the larger story. So doing the testing is part of it, setting up the right testing, asking the right questions so you get the right answers. That's what sets these people apart. That's what makes us unique. We want to actually be in front of our customers. COVID's made it a little bit more challenging. We've leveraged a lot more technology these days to get in front of customers in different ways, but really be the boots out on the street in terms of understanding how the material works. It's not just about selling a solution. It's about making sure that that solution actually can get all the way through the value chain, that it actually does what our customers originally intended it to do. It's not about just sticking, it's about staying stuck.
That's nice too. So I want to talk a little bit more about the Paynesville Innovation Center. Can you elaborate a little bit on that and tell our audience a bit about that?
Sure. We're very proud of the capabilities that we have on our Paynesville site. Not only is it, our coding, our finishing, but the lab capabilities as well. So we have, a standard lab, TAPI lab. All that means is it's under constant humidity and temperature control. But we can do all the testing on site. Peel, tack, shear, a test called SAFT, release testing, and then a lot more in terms of the analytical testing. We don't have to send that out to third party. We don't have to wait or try to relay what we're trying to do to another party to actually kind of figure it out and then provide us the results and then us try to interpret that. So not only does it get us closer to the solution, it gets us to the solution quicker. We're a lot more nimble on our feet. We can look at a lot of different products while focusing on whatever the customer or opportunity might require. But we can take some different looks at it. What you see here on the screen with our analytical lab and synthesis lab, these are actually what we've liked to call basically being big enough to have the expensive toys, but still being nimble enough to use them and share those results with our customers. So the analytical lab, when we're really looking at the fingerprint of the materials, we can identify different components. The synthesis lab, where we're actually driving development, that's a picture of Dr. Dong Shea there, who's basically bending the molecules to make the adhesive do what it needs to do. So, we've got a lot of capabilities, and the big thing is that those capabilities are provided to our customers. That's part of the service that we provide.
Well, it certainly distinguishes you from the others, and it's another thing that makes ATS unique. So this was really great information that you've given us today about ATS. How can the converter customers of Avery Dennison access the Innovation Center?
Great question. It doesn't do us much good if they can't get a hold of us, right?
Right.
So
Exactly.
in terms of that, it's generally it's on a case-by-case basis, but usually our account managers, territory accounts, key accounts, they generally will get you your first in with the technical team. And that basically will typically develop into personal and professional relationships where essentially you'll have direct access throughout the project with the ATS engineers. And I would also like to make a plug for the larger team in R&D, because ATS is just the tip of the spear for what we do in development and application support. So you have the ATS engineers, you also have the R&D engineers, and then you have the material scientists as well. So the customer base basically, first route of access, go through your account managers, and then that relationship will develop. And the test reports, all the data that we generate, we're fairly transparent with that, where we'll provide you guys the test reports and go over both the pros and the cons of what we found in terms of the testing.
So you definitely tailor to the customer need. The offerings are varied and definitely robust. Dave, thank you so much. Thanks for spending time with us and for sharing all of this great information with our audience about ATS.